Gill, thanks for joining us on Silsden AFC TV.
Yeah, thank you.
Good to have you here.
Yeah, you too.
What's it been like over the last week and a half, 2 weeks since arriving back?
It's been manic, but it's been good, it's been enjoyable. Lads seem to have taken well to what's gone on with the changes, myself and Danny. Training. Yeah, there's some positive signs. We haven't had a couple of results that we would have liked, but definitely saw a big improvement last Saturday, which was good, really.
Yeah, it's been a difficult period, hasn't it? You know, you came and you faced Colne here, and that were there were some good positive performances in that match, weren't there initially?
Yeah, to be honest, the first 3 games when I looked before I took the job,
we'll be looking to get anything out of it.
It were a daunting 3 games, really. You've got West Didsbury, who were 5th away, Colne, who were probably the best team in the league at home, followed by a trip to Runcorn Town, where I believe Silsden have never won in the Northwest Counties. So it were 3 hard games, and in all 3 games there were a lot of positives. We should have had something with 9 men at West Didsbury. We played very well against Colne for an hour, but class did tell in the end, I think. And then Runcorn last week, we controlled the game. We were 2-0 up. We had more chances. We hit the bar. We hit the post. Barring a couple of mistakes, we should have won. But it was a good point, and one that hopefully we can build on.
What's it been like since coming back home? Because that's really what it is. You've come back home, really, in many respects.
I have, yeah. It's been great, to be honest. I always made it no secret that I missed being around the place when I wasn't here. I were always down watching every game I could as a fan. It's a club that I've always been close to. I've played here 16, 17 years. So yeah, it's great to be back, and just can't wait to get stuck in, really.
Yeah. What was it like leaving Barnoldsby? Because you've left quite a few friends there, haven't you?
Yeah, my time at Barnoldsby was brilliant. The club, the committee, the chairman, they're all unbelievable people, and it is a great club. It just so happens they are the rivals of Silsden, and the locality means they are rivals, but there was no hard feelings when I left. They understood that why I took this job and why it was a move I couldn't say no to. So yeah, it's still a club I will always held in high regard, really.
And like you say, because you made it no secret that if the opportunity arose, it were a bit of a no-brainer, weren't it, coming back to Silsden? It
was, yeah. I mean, I did have the chat with Stuart Airdrie over a year ago that if the job did become available one day, I probably would go in for it. So we did always know where we stand, but I would like to think I give 3 years of good hard work to Barnoldswick, and it's something that I want to now do.
Just staying with Barnoldswick just briefly, but the transformation that came from last season to this season's been absolutely amazing, hasn't it, at the club?
Yeah, well, to be honest, we did have a plan. We were brought in to keep the club in the division. We did that. The second season, we was told stay in the division, and we only just did that. So that season was a bit frustrating, but we did inevitably stay up. So it was job done. And then we did say at the start of this season, I think when I spoke to you, I said top 10 finish, and a lot of people doubted me on that. But we managed to get the players in at Barnoldswick while I was there, and all credit to the lads that are there, the coaching staff, the committee. They've pushed, and they're now 8th in the league, and they deserve the place in the league, to be honest. Yeah.
Are they the kind of plans that you're going to be trying to implement here at Silsden, with a run into the end of the season now? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, if you don't have a plan in management, you're not going to go anywhere. You can't take it game by game. You've got to have plans. You've got to have ambitions, and this is a club that's been sleeping for too long, if you will. Now the facilities down here, you can only see the new clubhouse.
It's amazing, isn't it?
A nice pitch, stand, everything's going on down here, but on the pitch it has been a couple of years where they haven't done as well as they should have done. So first and foremost, we stay up this season. Next season we build on that, and then the season after that I want to be pushing for Evo Stick football. I don't see no reason why not. I'm ambitious. I will bring ambitious players into the club that are hungry and have that same vision as well.
Well, when you sat down with the chairman, Sean, did you kind of push what your thoughts were, what your vision were for the future, and have the committee been really supportive?
Yes, I did, to be honest. It wasn't just a matter of do you want to come and manage and that's that. I did put a plan together, a 3-year plan. as to what I want happening as far as training, the standards of what's going on a match day, what's going on in training, what the players are doing out of football time. You know, you've got to treat it professionally, and if you don't, you won't succeed. You've only got to look at what Cunny does at Colne. For me, is a prime example. He eats, sleeps, and breathes football. He puts hard work into it 7 days a week, and it's paying off for him now. And that's what I want down here, to be honest. And it's something that I'm confident will happen.
And like you said, there's no reason why a team of Silsden's stature, like you said, the facilities, the surroundings, the logistics, there's no reason why we can't do that here at Silsden.
Certainly not, no. I mean, going back to when I've said before about Keighley football, there being no big club around this area, I think Keighley is actually the biggest town in the country without a semi-professional or professional football team in it. The catchment area around here of a population of 60-odd thousand, I think. You look at Guiseley, who have a population of 2,000 or 3,000, and they're in the conference. So teams like that have proved over the years you can build and build and
Anything's
build,
possible,
and anything is possible. But you've got to have the right drive, and not just from a management side. It's got to be from the committee as well. If the committee aren't pulling in the same way that the management want to do, then again, you're going to be struggling. So the good thing down here is there's a lot of people that put a lot of hard work into the club behind the scenes, and we all want to pull in that direction.
The vision and the ethos needs to be the same from the bottom right to the top.
Yeah, it does. And that were another thing when I came in. I want to work closely with the junior side of things as well, the academy, the development squad. We are all one team, essentially. We're Silsden. There's no they're doing this, they're doing that. We're all one. I hope to have us all playing the same way, lads having the same desire throughout the club as well, so that when they do come into the first team, when they do have that chance, they will know where they stand.
So the opportunities will be there for the guys to develop, come through the development squad, and hopefully play in the first team.
Certainly, yeah. I mean, we're not a club that's got massive amounts of money that you can throw at the team like other clubs do. And we've got a huge junior setup here, I think, you know, right from under 7s right through to under 19s. We should be producing our own players. We shouldn't have to go to Burnley or to Bradford or Leeds for players. It should be Silsden players coming into the Silsden team, and that's what it was 20 years ago when I was a player, so it should be the same now.
Of course it should. You spoke briefly about your assistant. You've got the new assistant, that Danny Forrest.
I have, yeah.
Such experience.
Yeah, it's a great addition for us. He's also going to be coming on board as a player as well, as and when we can. Danny's an ex-professional, you know, he's played in the Football League for Bradford City, he's then gone through various promotions with Halifax Town and Guiseley. He's a great lad, he's hungry to win things, he's a great all-round footballing guy, and his knowledge and his experience will be massive for this club, Excellent.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice one.